Hey, welcome back to Computer Science. It's been a while since we've seen each other. Guess what I've got now? A green screen! So, what do you guys think of my new classroom, huh? Pretty amazing. Got this new classroom here with all the high-tech stuff for doing remote computer science with you guys. You might be asking, what are we doing this quarter with computer science? And the answer is computer programming. Now, last year, you may have had computer coding with me with code.org in third grade if you had it like in the third quarter before March. And then we went to lockdown. So then if you were supposed to have it in the fourth quarter, you may not have done it. And so what we need to do today is kind of get back onto our website, code.org. I have rolled over or created accounts for all of you. So the work that you've done, we've done this, you and I have, if you've been with me since kindergarten. So all of that work has been carried over. And we're going to show you how to get onto it, how to access it. We're also going to link it to our Google accounts now. Since in fourth grade you've got Google accounts, that'll be kind of the easy way to manage that. And then we need to practice a little bit with some computer programming ideas. So we're going to go ahead and get started right now with, put me down here, and let's go ahead and bring up my browser. There we go. All right. Look how cool this virtual classroom is. So here's what's going to happen. I have messaged you already a secret code that it's a picture, okay? That's what you're going to use to first log into code.org with, and then we're going to change it. So I gave you a super easy picture, so you don't have to really think too much about what it is that you are trying to click on or do, and then we'll go from there. So I want you to go to my website, mrcarver.net. And we are going to then scroll down here to the CODE. And when we click on the CODE, then we are going to see a bunch of logins. We need to find the 4 here in fourth grade. And when you click on the 4, then you're going to find and click on Ms. Ray, Mrs. Ray right there. It's going to take us to the code.org homepage for our class. And you're going to see your name on each one of these. You're going to find your name and click on it. And then that picture, that code that I messaged you on Google Classroom, it was an individual private message, you're going to find and click on it, and then, got to move it out of the way there, then we're going to sign in right there. So click on that sign in button. When you do, this is what our work is. We are in course E right now, and we're going to be doing some of these ramp up puzzles today, specifically number 1 and number 2. But before we do that, I want us to actually change the way that we log in so that we can log in with our Google account. And trust me, it's a whole lot easier this way because now you won't need to go to my website, click on the forward, do all that stuff. You just go to code.org and sign in, and you'll be right back to where we start. So what I need you to do is come up here to the corner, and you're going to find your name. You're going to click your name right up here. And after you click on your name, you're going to go down to your account settings. That's how we change this account that you've got. So I created this account, again, if you were with me in kindergarten for you, but now it's time that you kind of take control. I got to move out of the way here. So we're going to find over here, we've got your name, you've got your display name, you got your gender. If you want to change that, that's cool. You got your age. If you need to update that, that's fine. Once you update anything, you have to push the update account button, otherwise it won't go through. If you don't update anything, you're fine. You don't need to push that. We're going to scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, and we're going to find here where it says manage linked accounts. And so when we manage our linked accounts, what we're trying to do here is we've got all these different other services that we could use. We're going to choose Google. We're going to push the connect button in Google. It's going to make sure that it's the right one. So you're going to say, yep, that's me. You're going to click it. And then now your account is linked. Okay, it's going to say green up here. Mine says red because it's already done, but yours will be green up there. Okay, and then you will be good to go. So next time that you log into code.org, A, it'll remember you, and B, like you'll do it with your Google account, not through that picture that I sent you. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to come back up here to where it says My Dashboard. And when we click on My Dashboard, it'll take us to kind of a place we can scroll down, and we're going to see right here. This is the place that we are looking for. Your courses, Course E 2020, and we're going to view that course, this one right here, okay? When we view that course, it kind of takes us back to those lessons, all of these different things that we've got here, and in these lessons, we're going to start with number 1. So this is called Sequencing in Maze, and it's about Angry Birds. Go ahead, and I want you to watch the video and then push the continue button. And this is real simple. It's going to start you off pretty easy. In fact, this puzzle looks like what we're doing in 2nd grade too. And the point is, because I know that some of you did this in 3rd grade, some of you did not, and it's been since 2nd grade since you've seen this. These are step-by-step directions called algorithms. Algorithms are how we tell computers how to do something, and that's why we do computer programming. We want to tell computers, this is how you do that task that we need you to do. So computers cannot think for themselves. Even with artificial intelligence and machine learning, we still got to program them what to do with that information. So in this case, we've got to get our bird here to smash our angry pig. Well, this is our angry bird. That's a fairly normal looking pig, I suppose. We have a run block here. That's this. So when I push the run button, what do we want to have happen? We've got to connect these steps together like Legos. You know, hear them click. So they should kind of look like this, step by step by step. They connect together. And then when you're ready to test it out, you push the run button here to see. Boom, smash that pig. And we got him. Okay. So we move on. You can kind of see your progress up here. Sometimes we're going to move our pig forward and we have to drag different blocks out from the work section over here. We push run, we see if we can do it. Boom. These are going to be pretty simple to begin with because they're just... So when I have to turn the bird, one of the things I got to do is remember it's how the bird is looking. The bird's right and the bird's left. And so when the bird is looking... So the bird's looking that direction, as I can see. One of the things that I'm going to have to do with that direction is I got to think, if the bird is looking this way, what direction is the bird's right? Well, the bird's right would be up. So if he wants to turn right, he's going to turn up. Let's give that a try. I'm going to turn right. I'm going to see if I turn the right way. When I push the run button, here he goes, forward, 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 right. Oh, good. He turned and faces up. But notice he didn't go up. That's because you have to tell the bird to move forward in order to get the bird to smash that pig. A turn block is only a turn block. It's not an actual move block. So you've got ability to move forward, and you've got ability to turn left and turn right, and that's about it. Okay. Keep working on these puzzles. Sometimes you're going to get gray blocks. The gray blocks cannot be trashed. You have to use them. Sometimes you would want to read the directions and see what they're wanting you to do. What they're saying is, in this part, read those directions. It just says to take this blue block and trash it. Then we can reconnect everything by grabbing the top block. Remember, it's the top block that you've got to grab in order to drag all the pieces. If you grab underneath it, then they become disconnected. We don't want that. So we put them back together, and away we go. There we go. Couple of things on this, okay? It's going to be a little bit tough because, you know, normally I'm with you there helping you figure out your left and your right. I'm there with you trying to problem solve and work through this. And this is going to be a lot of it. I mean, a lot of it is going to be on your own. And so one of the things that I want you to really try hard on while you're doing these puzzles is to give it at least 3 or 4 steps before you start asking for hints or things like that. However, there are hints that you can do in this. So one of the things I see with Scrat here is if you click on that light bulb there, he'll give you a hint, okay? And you can kind of even do, in this case, all 3 of the hints. So let's see, try running the code a couple of times. Let's see what happens here. In this case, Scrat goes here, and he doesn't go forward enough. I got to drag another forward block out there in order to get this puzzle correct. Okay. Sometimes you're going to need to build it yourself. Again, you can use the hints if you want to. Let's see. We got these directions can be read. Always read those directions. if you're reading the directions, like that helps so much as you try to figure out what you're going to do. When you get to the end, it'll say you've completed level 1. Great. Depending on, like, if you have spent 20, 30 minutes doing this and got really frustrated, then level 1, lesson 1, that's all you need to do. If you got through this pretty quickly, 5, 10 minutes and you're good, then I want you to try lesson 2. So go on. This is about the artist here. And then the artist, what we're going to do is kind of the same thing, except we're going to have our turn right and we're going to have our turn left. But this time we're also going to be having to turn by a degree. So how many degrees can you turn? In this case, turning right by 90 degrees would look like this. See how 90 degrees kind of looks like this? As you change the degrees, you can kind of see how it's going to look. So that's a 90-degree right-hand turn. Well, so let's see what that looks like. I'm going to say forward, and then 100 pixels, and then turn right. The pixels is the space that you travel. That's a dot of light on a computer screen. When I say 100 pixels and turn right, that's what 100 pixels looks like. It's kind of like a unit of measurement when it comes to a computer screen. So if I wanted to make it shorter, I might say click it and make it only 50. Maybe I'm going to turn left, and I'm going to try and turn left by a different degree amount. Okay, so left-hand turn, let's try 60. Let's see what that one does. And then I'm going to put a forward block again, and I'm going to go ahead and say 5 pixels. Let's see what this does. Notice how this line was 50, very small. This line was 5, super small. Turning right and turning left, you can now draw diagonally based on the number of degrees that you use. Pay close attention to the directions as you go through and change these degrees. Remember that squares of 90 degrees, these are all 90, and it says these are 90, and it says how many pixels right there that you need to do. Read those directions. Sometimes you got squares like this. So notice it tells you how many pixels long and how many degrees long it is. Notice as well, when we get to shapes like this, okay, you can use those hints. In this case, I guess it doesn't have a hint, but each stair is 50 pixels long and 50 pixels tall. Turn 90 degrees in each direction. So we got to turn, we're going to move forward and then new right, go forward, and it says each direction, so we need a left-hand turn in there too. Let's see what happens. Okay, that's one stair. Now I'm ready for the other stairs. Okay, now here's what I want you to do. Give me your best. Give me your best on this. I know, like I said, for some of you it might be super easy. For some of you it might struggle. If you're struggling, just try and get through the first lesson. If you can get it, try and get through 2 lessons. You can always try and email me or ask me questions through Google Classroom if you're getting stumped or things like that. Or ask your parents, or maybe if you have an older brother or sister who's done some of this work, they can help you out too. Don't work to the point that you get frustrated and you hate it and you want to throw it out the window. Like if you get to the point where you just can't get it, stop and take a break and get up, get a drink of water, go off, try something else, and then come back to it. Sometimes leaving the work and then coming back to it is the best way that you can kind of clear your mind and get yourself ready to be thinking again. I know that's kind of what I do when I play video games a lot and I can't figure out the puzzle. Sometimes I have to save it, pause it, walk away, I'll come back to it later, and then I can like, oh, this is how you actually get past this level or beat this guy. Okay. So yes, so let me know if you have any questions or anything like that. Next time we get together, we're going to be doing coding work a lot. We got a lot of catching up to do, but I know that you can catch on real quickly. It's a lot of fun once you can kind of get the hang of computer coding. And like I said, this is how we get computers to do what we want them to do. Okay, so good luck. Until next time, I will see you in virtual remote learning.